everyone, good morning. How are you today? Okay, first of all, welcome to my first class. Let me introduce myself. My name is Intan Permatasari. I am from Jambi University. I am major in physics education. Hello everyone. Okay, today we are going to learn about heat and temperatures. It's the physics high school 11. Yes. Okay. Next. And before that, students will know about distinguish between heat and temperatures, explain the concept of thermal equilibrium, and then students we will apply the heat formula K MC delta T and connect concept to real life situation in the daily life. You can know and you can find about the heat temperatures. Okay, this is a 5-minute lesson, so please focus and enjoy. Okay, welcome. Before we start, I have a question for you. Why does a metal spoon feel hotter than a wooden spoon when both are placed in the boiling water? And discuss with your partner for 30 seconds. Thank. Okay, great answer. Connect to our topic today about heat and temperatures are not the same things. Okay, heat, heat versus temperature. Heat is energy that is transferred between two objects. The unit is joule or sometimes calorie. Heat always flows from a hot object to a cold object. Now, and the formula is key MC delta T. Okay, and then temperature. Temperature is a measure of how hot or cold something is. And the more precisely, it measures the average kinetic energy of the particles inside an object. The unit is Celsius or Kelvin. And then this is. So back to our spoon question. Okay, both spoons have the same temperatures, 100 degrees Celsius. But the metal spoon conduct heat better, so more heat transfer to your hand. And you can hold your glass and you can feel hotter. Okay? And its formula, now let's learn the formula for calculating heat. The formula is Q equal M times C times delta T. Let me explain each variable. Q is heat energy measured in joules. M is the mass of the object in kilograms. C is the specific heat capacity. It tells us how much energy 1 kilogram of a substance needs to change temperature by 1 degree. And delta T is the change in temperature that this final temperature minus initial temperature. Does everyone understand? Any questions so far? Yeah, in the formula we can find the calculate about the heat. Okay, and this variable PCM delta T is easy. Yeah, you can think about his heart. No, it's easy. Okay. The solve. Now let's solve a problem together. And this the problem, how much heat is needed to rise the temperature of 2 kilograms of water from 20 Celsius degree to 75 Celsius degree. The specific heat of water is 4,200 joules per kilogram per degree Celsius. And now, step 1, we know M, T1, and T2. Okay? M, it's 2 kilograms, T1, 25 Celsius degree, and T2, 75 Celsius degree, and C, mass, 4,200 G per kilogram Celsius degree, and S, key. And we need to find key the heat energy. And then the solution, first delta T, yeah, delta T 75 minus 25 and is the answer 50 degrees. Then key 2 times 4,200 times 50. And we know an answer key 420,000 joules or 420 kilojoules. Can anyone verify this with me? Okay. Okay. And then one more important concept, thermal equilibrium. You can imagine you mix hot water at 80 degree with cool water at 20 degree. What happens? What happened? You can feel and you can think about this is like a daily life. Maybe, you know, yeah. Okay. Heat falls from the hot water to the cool water, eventually both reach the same temperature. This is called thermal equilibrium, when heat transfers and stops. Okay? And this is why your hot tea cools down to room temperature over time. Yeah, it is over time. You can hot tea cools down to room temperatures over time. Yes, you can look at it. PowerPoints. Okay. And hot, cool equilibrium. Okay. All right. Okay, check before we finish. Okay. And I had in everyday life, renowned is cooking. The frying pan transfer heat to food by conduction. And sea breeze, water has high specific heat, cools land at night. And thermos insulation prevents heat transfer. Keep drinks hot or cool. And then fever. When fever, body temp rise above 37 degrees is generated by immune response. Okay, car engine cool and absorbs engine heat. High C absorb more energy. And electric kettle. Electrical energy converts to heat energy in water. Okay, and before that, I want to ask for you guys. And what is the unit of heat? You can choose A, B, C, or D. Yeah. And this has to answer. And this answer B, joule. Okay. And question 2, you can use the formula, calculate, and find key. We can the heat formula key and C delta T. And then you know answer is the key 5,000 joules. Okay. And the summary. The summary what we learned today. Temperature measured the average kinetic energy of particles. Yeah, temperature. Okay. Temperature measured the average kinetic energy of particle. Here is energy transfer between a object measured in joules and the formula key mc delta T connect heat mass and temperature change and thermal equilibrium is when heat stops flowing between two objects. Okay, and this concept explained every day. You can find this at your daily life about this. You can use the tea and you mix hot or cold water. Is daily heat and temperatures. Okay, thank you all your attention. Do you have any question? I hope this lesson was useful. See, okay, see you next time. And I will end it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.